And we're back here for game number 3 between TSLInori and FXOGumiho. I am Unstable, joined here by Relkin for this game, and we are going to be on our third game of the night, first game that's gone to the third set, on Entombed Valley, Inori versus Gumiho. Let's get it going, shall we? Alrighty, we have Gumiho up here at the top left as our blue Terran, and of course Inori down here at the bottom left as our red Protoss. Now, Gumiho did take game number 1. Inori bringing it back in game number 2 with the nice sneaky hidden pylon, and Gumiho getting a little bit too greedy and just not doing the fundamental basics of scouting your base. Like, there's nothing more to say other than that, really.
As players get better, they're always looking for ways to cut corners, and whenever you cut that particular corner, like I said, there's always a probe hiding there, because they're little ninja cats. Because if you're not familiar with Brood War, probes say meow. That's like a thing. So if I ever refer to a probe being a cat, that's why. But we are in Entombed, not cross positions. First time we've seen non-cross positions here. No, that's not true. I lied.
Yes.
We had the...
There was a game
Cirque,
area.
was that?
It was Happy and...
with the double proxy racks, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of blocked that one from my brain, so I was like, yeah, the first non-cross position. Oh wait, yeah, that game. So we'll see what happens this game. I'm pretty much going to guarantee you that Gumiho is going to check his base this time, or make sure he knows where the probe is at all times. And we'll see how this, works out. We've seen two very aggressive styles from Inori so far. So could just see Gumiho switch back to say, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the 2 racks and play really safe.
Yeah, that's very true. At the same time, Inori could mix it up a little bit if he wants to as well. Just play a little bit greedy to catch Gumiho off guard. There's a lot of options. Like, it always happens when you see players who were former teammates who discuss the game a lot. They've practiced together a lot. Like, of course, it's a little bit outdated for these two, but it still applies a little bit. It's like in our last Invitational when Shoya played Gumiho, and like at the time, Gumiho was actually training for a Codesk match against Protoss, and Shoya just got him completely inside his head because he knew exactly how he was going to play. And it was like, well, that's kind of funny the way that works out, because Shoya ended up winning. But
that was a brutal match too. Like, Shoya knew exactly what Gumiho was going to do and when, just like he's the coach and he helps them all, and it's just, he abused him left and right. It was just, it was beautiful to watch, because that extra level of like their teammates, but it was also painful to watch at the same time. But this time, we got Inori and Gumiho. Gumiho did get that command center down relatively quickly before the second barracks, so he did go for the 1 racks expand. No gas. And it looks like Inori's going to go for the 1 gateway expansion. So we've got a normal-ish game coming out here. Inori possibly trying to go for that metagaming of, I just went for 2 really aggressive builds, and now I'm going to go for a macro build. But doesn't catch Gumiho off guard. Gumiho's not playing overly defensive. So these build orders are going to wind up being about even, but we do see the gas... second gas on the way from Gumiho very quickly.
Yeah, we definitely do. And we've got that bunker at the front here as well. It's going to help him against this Stalker that comes up. Not going to be able to run past. He is going to poke up here and see... He did see the command center a lot earlier, so that's fine. Inori's got his own expansion coming up and running, so this looks like it's going to be a more standard game from both of them.
Yeah, you see Tech Lab on that second barracks. He hasn't floated the first one over to get a really early add-on. But at the same time, it's not really that big of a deal because his gas wasn't immediate. And waiting to see what these players are going to do. Oh, there we go. We got 4 extra gateways from Inori. Hi.
Well, it is actually quite common for this to happen after a 1-gate expand, just to put some pressure on, see if the Terran actually cuts any corners. Which Gumiho hasn't done at this point, so it should actually be okay for him. But it's still very difficult to defend, especially after 2 or 3 rounds of warp-ins. It actually turns out to be quite a difficult thing to actually deal with before Stim is finished.
Yeah, there is no 6th gateway, so he could be trying to just go for the pressure into tech, which you see every once in a while, like... Because normally you see this with 6 gateways. 5 usually means they're going to try and leverage this into something else like robotics, but there's no second gas, so he doesn't have enough gas to do that. So I'm not entirely sure, like, if he is only using 5, why doesn't he have the second assimilator? I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah, well, we do see the proxy pylon. We do have the proxy pylon coming up now, so even with this factory that's coming out, he's probably going to go straight onto a starport after this. Which is he going to do it? He's getting a Hellion out of the Oh my
Just got
god.
an SUV sitting there, like, just waiting to build it. Yeah, there's the
Gumiho's
starport.
moving
Oh my
into the
god,
middle
Gumiho.
lap.
Oh no. Oh no, not again. Not
This,
again.
this is
Oh god.
this is
The
actually
Marine's gonna
quite...
get caught, and that's gonna tell Inori, oh hey, your army's out of position. I think I'll go now.
This
Oh
is
man,
actually
this
quite
time he
funny.
does have sentries. Okay, Gumiho has to buy as much time as possible, because there's no way he's getting back into his base in time.
Well, Inori's army is also bigger.
Oh
at the
no.
moment.
He's gonna get into the base. All of those gateways are powered by one pylon. If Gumiho can go down there and find the Artosis pylon, this will be fine. He's got Hellions popping out of the factory. Those are going to help out a lot against the massive amounts of Zealots, but can he unpower these gateways? That'll be so important. He's going after the Nexus. He's not empowering the gateways unstable.
Yeah, well, that's right. He's focusing back at home here as Inori did just bust out the ramp. We do see another bunker being completed up at the top here. There's a lot of Zealots in this mix, remember, so there's not as much damage in total, especially against these ranged units with his SCVs. Oh, he's actually trying to save that tech lab with the stim in it.
Especially with the Hellions as well. If you can keep these Hellions alive, they will do tons of damage. There is only one Stalker with a couple of sentries. Like, the main thing here is protecting the Hellions. The Marines and Marauders have cleared out all of the probes in both these bases, did not finish killing that Nexus, now going down to the natural. So the only probes left are the ones that did sneak out of the main base. But Gumiho is kind of holding his ground here with these Hellions. It's really well done so far. The orbital command hasn't gone down yet. He's still been mining this entire time, so he's getting much more mining than Inori. He's catching back up in army size. These Hellions still not taking any fire, and this is really important. Inori needs to kill these Hellions, like, now.
Well, he doesn't have any ranged units. He over-invested on Zealots quite heavily. He's finally going to take down this bunker, but Gumiho...
Oh! He repaired the Hellion right as it was about to die, so it does stay alive. Oh my god, clutch repair. He needs to force field those, but he doesn't have the energy, so the Hellions do slip away. Now all of the buildings for Gumiho are going to lift up because there's no ranged units.
Well,
Trollolol. Oh my god, this game is insane.
Well, at the same time, Gumiho has transferred his starport over here to the right, and he's actually building a Banshee, and he had enough gas to get Cloak. So...
Oh my... I didn't realize he had enough for Cloak. That is ridiculous. He had just the exact amount of resources for one Banshee Cloak. And Inori doesn't know about it because the orbital command survived, so he's not getting revealed like Inori is right now.
Yeah, and he's actually landed in this little, like the propped up island bit. So even if he does, he will kill everything down here at the army. But Inori doesn't have any way to actually make anything back, and that Banshee is out. And if he just targets down the sentries and gets them, that's game over. Like I don't see Inori being. I see Inori seeing that Banshee and just being like, oh my god.
Against the Zealots, like, this is perfect positioning against Zealots. Going to do a ton of damage. These units will die, like you're saying, but the Banshee's out. He's going to fly over here. He won't even need Cloak. He can just shoot the sentries.
Yeah. Well, he has seen the Banshee now, and look, it's coming straight over, and look at that. Whoop, one sentry down, second sentry down. Yep, doesn't even care. GG. And Gumiho takes the series 2-1 over TSL's Inori. Congratulations to him. He will move on into the winner's bracket match to play against Marine King to fight off to see who gets into the round of 32. And of course, Inori will go down to play Huey. So we are going to have a TVT and a PvP coming up next. Stay with us.